So this is the original costume sketch done by Bill Travilla for Marilyn Monroe on The 7-Year Itch, the most famous dress in film history. So he would have just done this design and submitted it to Fox, and they would have approved it, and then obviously he would have made the costume. We handled this sketch many years ago in actually one of our Auction 20 when we had the first wave of the Travilla estate, and we're pleased to have it back now. The estimate's $60,000 to $80,000. It's arguably one of the most important costume sketches in movie history. So this is the Switchblade used by James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. Again, a really key signature piece. The knife is used by Dean when he plays the character Jim in the thrilling fight scene at Griffith Observatory, where Jim is confronted by Natalie Wood's leather-clad hoodlum boyfriend Buzz, and they decide to fight it out. So it's a really pivotal moment in the film. The most famous theater in the world is Mann's Chinese Theater, where the footprints are, where the stars for decades have come and put their hands into the concrete. We're fortunate to be selling over 1,000 seats from the original theater, artifacts from the original theater. We were selected out of all the other auction companies in the world to sell these artifacts, and these are pretty astounding. This is the first one that Sid Grumman basically put down. I am grateful to all who have made these hands and footprints possible. Sid Grumman, I mean, this is back in the inception. This is 1946. Obviously they started earlier, but it gave the beginning of the myth that you had to become the ultimate Hollywood celebrity to have your footprints and handprints put in the Hall of Fame there at Mann's Chinese Theater. So recently, they, through an archival process, they were able to make these actual replicas. So they pour an epoxy that is archival in base, and they're able to make a pull from the originals. And they're very, very limited edition. Right now we don't know what the edition is because there's only one of each of these that were ever made. So we're selling the #1. So we have Sid Grumman, but the most famous to me we have the Marilyn Monroe and the Jane Russell. You could never own the originals. You have to go tear up the concrete blocks there. It's never going to happen. This is as close as you're ever going to get to owning these. These are 1-to-1 cast from the original, and these are just phenomenal. So if you want something from truly one of the most important pieces of Hollywood history, check out what we have from Mann's Chinese Theater. It's extraordinary. We're working with eBay. We'll have a sale with them starting on the 4th of December, and we'll have a lot of items on eBay from the Chinese Theater, 30 or 40 lots to kind of get the ball rolling, and then we roll right into this part of the auction. I think it's December 20th, and you can see everything else. But if you'd like to have the entire theater, we have over 1,000 seats, I can hook you up because it's one lot. We've decided to put all 1,000 seats, the entire auditorium, the main room, you can bring it home. 1,000 seats.
Wow, you could have the media room in your block.
You could have Mann's Chinese Theater in your own hometown.